Recent changes to the way citizens' advice is being funded is going to be leaving some of the most vulnerable people in my constituency even more vulnerable and unable to access help when they most need it. So can I ask for a statement from government on how it intends to deal with this lack of capacity now to deal with issues that are of importance to my constituents. Just to give you an idea, we currently in CAB on this morning have 5.5 full-time equivalents working with constituents, 1.5 debt caseworkers, 2 welfare benefit specialists and 2 generalist specialists. Now, from January next year, there'll be 1.6 for everything else other than debt, with 0.7 full-time equivalent working, dealing with all my constituents' needs to do with debt. It is impossible for CAB to give the kind of advice and service that they have been giving to my constituents. Many of these cases, they work with my office as an Assembly member because we work very, very closely. I would like a statement on how on earth they're meant to cope with that situation and how government would give a consideration to the possibility of moving to a situation whereby numbers might vary from one county or one area to another, but that there is at least one full-time equivalent person to deal with issues such as debt, because nothing else will suffice, especially when the service has been so good from CAB in recent years.
You know, I share your admiration completely for the work that Citizens Advice does and the way in which they work with Assembly members' offices to ensure that people get the support that they need when facing debt and other issues. And I think that, you know, we are seeing increased demand for obvious reasons because of the impact of austerity. And that's one of the reasons why my colleague, the Deputy Minister and Chief Whip, recently announced a new £8 million grant funding scheme for advice services here in Wales. And the grants will be awarded through the new Single Advice Fund. And I'm confident that that will give us a strategically planned and collaborative approach to advice services, helping to meet that increased demand across Wales. But I know that if you were to write to the Deputy Minister and Chief Whip with your particular experiences within your constituency, I know that she'd be able to consider that as we move forward with our approach to advice services.